In a cozy little town, nestled between mountains and a deep forest, there stood a beautiful old building with a very special window. This was not just any window. It was a huge stained glass window that lived in the town hall, and for as long as anyone could remember, it had painted the floor with colors of ruby, sapphire, and emerald when the sun shone through. The people loved it. They said it was the heart of the town square. But one winter, a terrible storm with howling winds came. The storm shook the old window, until, with a sound like a sigh, it shattered into 1,000 glittering pieces. The townspeople were very sad. They carefully gathered every single shard of colored glass and stored them in soft cloths, hoping one day to fix it. There was just one big problem. No one alive could remember the exact picture the window showed. Was it a great tree? A gathering of animals, a noble queen? The memory was lost, and without it, the window in the town square felt incomplete. Years later, two very special visitors came to the town. Queen Elsa of Arendelle and her friend Rapunzel. Rapunzel was a whiz with art and fixing things. When she heard about the broken window, her eyes sparkled. "I can piece it back together," she said. "I just need to know what picture to make." Elsa, who had magic over ice and snow, felt the town's sadness. It was a quiet grief for something beautiful they had lost. She placed her hand on the empty stone window frame. "The memory is lost," an old woman said, "so the picture is lost forever." But Elsa had an idea. "Maybe the memory is not in people's minds," she said softly. "Maybe it is still here, sleeping in the light and the glass itself." The next morning, Rapunzel laid out all the precious glass pieces on a giant table, like a glittering, colorful puzzle. She was ready to work, but she did not know where to start. Elsa stepped up to the big empty window frame. She took a deep breath and waved her hands. From her fingertips, a gentle frost spiraled out, not to cover, but to create. She spun a magical sheet of ice, as clear as a diamond and as smooth as a mirror. She fitted it perfectly into the hole where the window had been. It was a temporary ice pane. "Now," Elsa said, "we need the sun." The townspeople gathered in the square as the morning sun climbed over the mountains. A beam of golden light hit Elsa's ice pane. But instead of just passing through, something wonderful happened. The ice, thick and beautifully crafted, caught the sunlight and bent it. The light splintered into tiny rainbows that danced on the far wall of the town hall. Then, the rainbows began to shift and merge. Like a ghost, waking from a long sleep, a faint beautiful image started to appear on the stone wall. It was blurry at first, then clearer. Gasps filled the square. There was the picture. It showed a magnificent golden sun rising over their very own mountains. In the foreground was a great tree, its branches sheltering all sorts of forest, animals, a fox, rabbits, and birds. And under the tree, people from the town and friendly-looking trolls from the legends were sharing a basket of fruit. It was a picture of harmony of the town and nature, living together in joy. "It is our story," cried the old woman, tears in her eyes. "The story of how our founders and the forest creatures promised to protect each other. I remember my grandmother telling me, but I had never seen it." The ice canvas was acting like a lens. Finding the memory of the light that had passed through the original colored glass for decades and projecting its ghostly shape for all to see. It was fragile and fleeting, lasting only as long as the ice held firm in the sunlight. "Quick, Rapunzel," Elsa said, her hands held up to keep the ice steady. "You must see the shapes and colors." Rapunzel did not waste a second. Her artist's eyes studied the glowing projection. She saw which piece was the dark green for the pine trees, which was the fiery orange for the sun, which was the brown for the fox's fur. With clever fingers and a happy heart, she began to place the real glass pieces onto a clear board. Following the ghostly guide on the wall, she worked all day. Children brought her lemonade, and Elsa kept the ice pane perfect, even as the sun moved across the sky. The whole town watched, helping when they could, sharing stories of the old window that the image was bringing back to their hearts. As the sun began to set, turning the sky peach and lavender, Rapunzel placed the final piece of glass, a deep blue piece for the mountain's shadow. It was done. The window was whole again, a vibrant, solid version of the dreamy image Elsa's eyes had shown. With a smile, Elsa let her magic go. The ice pane melted away, not in a messy flood, but in a shimmering mist that faded into the cool evening air. The townspeople carefully lifted Rapunzel's finished masterpiece and set it into the empty stone frame. It fit perfectly. The next morning, the sun rose again. This time, its light poured through the newly restored stained glass. Brilliant, solid color splashed across the town square floor, telling the old, beautiful story of the tree, the animals, and the promise of friendship. The town square did not just look complete. It felt whole, warm, and happy again. The mayor thanked them both. Elsa, you used your magic to thaw a frozen memory. Rapunzel, you used your skill to make that memory strong and permanent for us all. Elsa and Rapunzel smiled at each other. They had learned that some things that seem lost are just waiting to be found again, and that healing a heart, whether a person-ess or a whole town-ess, sometimes needs two kinds of magic. The magic to reveal what has been forgotten, and the magic to, carefully, lovingly, piece it back together for a new day. And from then on, whenever the townspeople saw the sunlight dancing through their beautiful window, they remembered the day a queen of ice and a princess with golden hair helped them reunite with their past, so they could enjoy it forever in the present.